Have a lot going on today, including the video I posted earlier had a glitch talking about a lot of good stuff. Once we're done here, go back and check that out because that glitch caused it not to reach very many people. But we have breaking news and updates regarding what's going on in New Mexico. And I'm sure, as some of you are aware, yesterday the governor declared that open carry or concealed carry of those who are licensed would be banned by executive order for a period of 30 days, citing an emergency, a state of emergency, a health emergency. And I got a lot of good stuff here, including, this, you're doing something right when our friend, our anti-gun buddy, David Hogg, you may recognize that name, the young guy who made a name for himself, being extremely anti-gun, said, "I support gun safety," and this is on Twitter. "I support gun safety, but there is no such thing as a state public health emergency exemption to the U.S. Constitution." If you know that you have David Hogg who even disagrees with this, you know that it is a tyrant. What are we talking about? As of this point, Representative John Block and Representative Stefani Lord out of New Mexico are bringing up articles of impeachment for their governor based on this declaration that was made yesterday. Very interesting how quickly there seems to be a voice wanting to put the kibosh on this infringement, and I'm really happy to see it, that elected representatives in New Mexico are taking charge and not allowing a continued infringement. Let me read to you briefly the statement on behalf of the state representative. This emergency order violates the governor's oath to protect and defend the rights of New Mexicans and is illegal in nature. The legislature has a duty to intervene when the government is overstepping their boundaries. And Governor Grisham's order and comments disqualify her from continuing her tenure as governor. Again, this is Representative Lord and Representative Block out of New Mexico bringing articles of impeachment against the governor of New Mexico. "I'm calling on council," she continues, "to begin the impeachment process against Governor Grisham," said State Representative Stefani Lord. "This is an abhorrent attempt at imposing a radical progressive agenda on the unwilling populace. Rather than addressing crime at its core, Governor Grisham is restricting the rights of law-abiding gun owners. Even Grisham believes this emergency order won't prohibit criminals from carrying or using weapons. A basic admission that this is only going to put New Mexicans in danger as they won't be able to defend themselves." Folks, not only are the elected representatives getting involved, but there is now a call, and it appears that if thousands are about to get involved, a call to have a protest, an open carry protest in New Mexico tomorrow. And they're looking at holding this protest, this open carry protest, which would ultimately be a violation of the governor's executive order, the governor's mandate. So I guess my question is and it seems like a large group of people are going to be attending, will the feds be there? Will federal agents from the FBI, the ATF, will they be present in this crowd? Will law enforcement in the state of New Mexico, whether it be state police, of course, as you know, the governor who made this declaration is essentially in control of the state police in New Mexico, will their agents and local law enforcement agents, county and municipal agents be in this crowd, and will they be arresting people? Will they enforce the governor's mandate? Will law enforcement enforce this mandate and be arresting folks who are choosing to exercise their Second Amendment right by open carrying, which is legal in the state of New Mexico, by concealed carrying. What ramifications will be following thereafter should arrests be made? I mean, let's face it, as of this point, the police are going to have a decision to make whether they are going to follow their leader's order and essentially arrest people who are in violation of the law or this mandate, I should say, or are they going to turn a blind eye? Our state police, county and local police not going to intervene and ultimately allow this protest, which of course is called to be peaceful, take place? Open carrying of firearms tomorrow at noon in New Mexico. They're saying Sunday at noon, Old Town, law-abiding citizens peacefully open carrying their legally owned firearms in a public place, as the Second Amendment guarantees. They hope to see individuals there. As far as I can tell, it is spreading far and wide, and there are a lot of people in support of this. Now, mind you, remember just 2 days ago and prior to that, of course, open carry or concealed carry was legal. Why did the governor decide to take such a huge action against folks? She said it for herself. She's looking to make a statement. And ultimately, everyone is blanketed under this statement of not being able to exercise their Second Amendment right. The New Mexico Shooting Sports Association wrote, I found this very interesting, by the way, because there was a change to their law recently. The New Mexico Bill of Rights guarantees the right to keep and bear arms for security, defense, and all other lawful purposes. Under the New Mexico Civil Rights Act, all right, signed by Governor Grisham, the one who put out this executive order and mandate, states that a person whose rights are violated may sue to recover damages and obtain an injunctive relief. When that law that was passed by the governor herself, I mean, there's something, we're talking about a split tongue here, folks. The governor herself signed into law that said if the government of New Mexico, whether it be state, county, or municipal, violate the rights of the citizens of that state, that government entity can be sued. Was this not foreseen? What did they really think the outcome would ultimately be? Again, back to Representative Stefani Lord. She is calling for the impeachment of the governor of New Mexico, along with Representative John Block, and they are in support of this open carry protest in Albuquerque tomorrow at noon, even though it directly violates the so-called governor's mandate or the governor's executive order. I really like to know your thoughts, folks, in the comment section. Of course, as I stated earlier, the video I posted just a few hours ago talking about this, as well as the military-style tent camps that are being erected in Chicago for the influx of illegals and migrants who are flooding the city. And by the way, these individuals are not just from one nation. In fact, they are not just from one continent. These are folks around the world who are entering the United States, and Chicago has been keeping them in police departments, renting out lavish hotels in downtown Chirac and the West Loop, and now are setting up large encampments in vacant parking lots throughout Chicago. I was also talking about, of course, this live video of what's going on in New Mexico, and all sorts of other just bizarre things coming out of California. Again, if you missed it, please make sure that you go back and check it out. Jones calling on New Mexico to kick out that corrupt governor. Yes, many are. I appreciate you tuning in. Many are calling not only the governor of New Mexico, but we're looking at California's governor, Newsom. I mean, these folks are tyrants, right? The governor of Illinois, my home state, is the government in general in the state of Illinois is definitely whack. You know, we had the mayor of New York calling out and saying that the city is doomed if they cannot turn back the influx of people flowing into their city. Folks, I think that, you know, what's going on in New Mexico, it's good to see the people rising up. It's good to see their elected representatives standing with their constituents because as of this point, when is it going to stop? When will it stop? So that was my purpose of coming to you live. By the way, if you want to support this channel, once we're done with the live feed, I'll post the link in the comment section as well. It is currently in the description to get your free gun laws guide. This helps directly support the channel and keeps you educated and trained. So basically, it is a big win-win. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen tomorrow when hundreds, if not thousands, of citizens of this great state of New Mexico converge on the city of Albuquerque tomorrow at noon with their open carry firearms, with their concealed carry firearms, to protest and to announce that they will not subscribe to this mandate. They will not adhere, they will not comply to the governor's, in many eyes, unlawful mandate of abolishing the Second Amendment for 30 days due to a health emergency in that state. And again, this is statewide, folks. We are seeing these individuals get awfully big for their britches. I'm talking about the elected representatives, and it's great to see the folks are talking out. So this was a live video, and I learned some stuff here. Jones, I appreciate you, man, commenting. I have some other things going on in hopes to do some more live videos in the future. Don't forget to get that free gun laws guide as soon as we hang up here. As soon as we disconnect, I'll post it in the comments, but you can't find it in the description now. Check out earlier's video. Again, the glitch. You'll see many people commented in earlier's video that it was not working. Simply was not working. So if you go back, check that out, and that would certainly help out as well. Folks, I appreciate you. God bless you, and may he keep you. Continue to promote the Second Amendment. Please share this video, and as always, stay safe.